Hey.
How you doing? You good?
How are you?
All good, all good.
Mate, you need to teach me some of them ball skills.
Let me get a ball quickly.
Have you got one? Come on, show us something. Show us something. Look at that. It's sick, isn't it? Oh, that's quality.
Just come back from training.
Have you?
Yeah.
You just been at Koi Gas,
Yeah.
have you? How's Cam going? So you got your Misfits debut coming up.
Yes.
Have you got a date?
No date yet. Just waiting on mums. Like we're just training, working hard, and when that date comes, the date will come and I'll be ready.
Yeah. So Jesse's had a lot to say, man. He's confident. He's confident he's going to wipe you out, if I'm honest.
Yeah, he ain't got no chance. Let's be real.
So, mate, I love those ball skills. That's unbelievable.
Thank you.
Where did you? How long does that take you to learn all that?
So I've been doing freestyle now for around 8 years.
Really?
Yeah, but I've been playing football my whole life. Like I'm a footballer since I was a young kid. I've always grown up playing football.
Yeah. Is it more of a juggling act, like circus juggling, rather than actual skills that you can use in the match?
Yeah, no, you can't do this in a game. But there is competitions in freestyle football. So there's competitions you compete at and get to a really high level in terms of football freestyle, but also just not make some panel. So I got to the top 16 in Europe for that.
That's unreal.
Where's little Reg at? Is he in the chat?
I haven't seen him. I'm just waiting for him to request me, and then we'll get him in as well. So Reggie trains with you, did he?
So Reggie is an up-and-coming boxer, and yeah, he's very good and just been invited to the nationals. So yeah, he's gonna cause a massive upset. He's probably one of the underdogs going into it, but
I think I've seen him before.
Yeah,
I think I've seen him before. I think I've seen a little bit or heard a little bit about him before. I'm a bit weird like that.
Yeah.
That's what I do. He's saying, low-key Lou is saying, when is this man going to get a flight booked?
Hey, Lou, your guess is as good as mine. I won that fight. And also, congratulations on your win the other day, mate. You absolutely smashed it. He had a fight about 2 weeks ago.
Really? So how did the Misfits thing come along for you then, Scott? So you're a football freestyler.
I'm a football freestyler, but I also am a cameraman. So I started off filming AJ Bunker for her potential fight against Carla Howell. It didn't go ahead, but I was filming her. Through that, I met Ashley, then filmed him for his fights. And then, progressed on. Then I thought, you know what? This looks like a good fun and I want to get involved. Oh, Luke's here. I see Luke.
I like Luke Groves. He's good value. He's come to spy on you.
Yeah. Little insight on the skills.
He wants to see what you're saying you're going to do to his man.
Reggie's all good to join now. Yeah, Reggie, send a request over.
We'll get him in. Just send the request over. So you got into Misfits. You were sort of around the scene, just got into it, and then I'm just putting him in now.
Yeah.
You sort of were just around the scene and thought you fancy a bit of that.
Yeah, I've always kind of liked combat sports. I used to film my friend Andrew Henderson as well. I filmed him for his first MMA fight back in 2019, and then since then I kind of got hooked on combat sports. I was training a little bit of him and stuff back in the day. Then I started training with a coach called Nathan Jones, Mr. Bag and Tag, current welterweight champion at Fight Star, and then progressed on to Koi Gas.
Brilliant! Welcome, little Reggie.
Yeah. Right.
Just move your camera over a touch. There he is. Welcome, little Reggie, to the Gunman Insta Live. Thank you both for jumping in at late notice. I was actually meant to be interviewing a bare knuckle fighter tonight who cancelled sort of last minute. But what happened was that I wanted to get you on, Reggie, as Scott would have told you. But honestly, I'm not being funny. I'm absolutely slam booked with. I can't physically do more lives at the moment, so I was like really grateful that you guys could just sort of jump in at short notice. I can still I'll still get this up and get this interview out there. So I'm grateful for you guys sort of filling in at short notice. Much appreciated. Reggie, you come with a fearsome reputation.
Yeah.
Tell me about yourself, brother.
When
did you start boxing?
I started boxing through a police program with Ricky because I was like, not the best behaved. And then I think my first day, Ricky said to me, do you want to start coming to the actual classes? And then from then, I've just been going up and up and up.
Yeah. Do you spar this man? Just move your camera over, bud, because when I put that whack it on YouTube, we will only see half your head, and it won't be a good look. I don't want people to say that there's that absolutely boxing sensation with half a head. But yeah, do you spar Scott sometimes? Just have a little move with him, beat him up?
Not yet.
Nah, we've not had a spar yet. If he wants one, I'll give it to him.
He's too scared.
I'm too scared. We'll see about that.
So Scott's just recently. Scott, how long have you been boxing now? Then you've probably only a year, probably, haven't you? Not even that.
Yeah, I'd say like properly training since last November when I joined choreograph. Because before that, what I was doing was good, but it wasn't training. It was learning to box. Now it's training. Now it's like I leave every session, and Reggie can attest to this. We leave every session knackered. If you leave the session of energy, you ain't leaving that session.
Yeah.
Unless you come out and you can't throw a punch, you've not worked hard enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say since late November is when I started. Boxing.
Scott, there was an infamous spar with Ashley Raksu. I believe it was around August time last year.
It was around October time, I believe. But yeah,
October time last year. Then, excuse me. And it's an infamous spar because your opponent on Misfits, Jesse, he's hanging his hopes on this spar that you got battered,
so here's
and he batters that guy.
I will happily admit, I got battered by Ashley Raksu, who is one of the top fighters on Misfits boxing. But also, that same Scott that fought Ashley Raksu, I would take out in 2 seconds now. I wasn't training with Ricky. This was before I trained properly. This is when I was learning to box. I was not ready. Now, I'm ready.
Yeah. How does this new Scott Penders get on with Ashley Raksu now?
I give him a tough round. I give him a very tough round.
What, a singular round or a tough fight?
No. I can go to rounds now. I do so many rounds. Like Reggie's seen me go with Big Steve. I do like 6 to 8 rounds every day. I'm in there with Steve, and Steve is a big guy. He hits hard. Yeah,
that's brilliant. But that's good. You listen. Everyone starts a beginner in this game, whether you like it or not. We all start beginners, and this isn't a sport you can learn overnight. You know what I mean? It's literally not. And anyone who tells you it's a young man's game, it's an absolute load of rubbish. All of the top operators are all deep into their 30s. You know, Usyk, Crawford, Canelo, Fury, Wilder, Beterbiev, Bivol, Errol Spence Jr. Like, it's all of them are older fighters. Yeah. You know, they get better. You get better. Listen, if I've done 500 rounds and Reggie's only done 10 rounds, who do you think's going to win? You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. I've got serious experience over you. So actually, everyone always says, "Oh, it's a young man's game," but its experience is so key as well. Reggie, let me just ask you a quick question. So, how many fights have you had?
3 skills, 2 bouts.
Have you bashed up everyone in front of you?
Yeah.
Man. Look at the confidence. Look at the confidence.
How old are you?
12.
He's 12. So you've had 3 fights at 12. And I heard your last fight was a shock victory. Is that correct?
Yeah, second round.
Well, you was a heavy underdog, were you?
Yeah.
Well, you're training in a really good gym there. I mean, I went down to your gym. I tried to search for Mr. Penders, see what he was up to, see if he was training properly. But he wasn't there, so I just spoke with Ricky. But your gym's lovely. Really, really nice gym. And it sounds like you both are in really good hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much would you say you're having to train at the moment, Scott, with this fight? Like, because you're not in a full camp, really, are you? You're kind of getting ready for a
I'm
full
not in a
camp.
full camp, but I'm almost treating it like I'm in a full camp. Like last week, I was actually unwell and I actually couldn't turn up training, as Reggie will know. But from next week, I'm back in to basically a full camp again. I'm in the whole day pretty much. Well, not the whole day, but I'm in for 2 hours a day every day basically.
Yeah.
But like I'm, because obviously Jesse goes, oh, he's so much more experienced and so much more thing. I'm catching up. To be fair, I say catching up. I'm ahead of him.
Yeah.
He literally will not be ready for what I bring to that ring.
Have you seen anything? Because obviously, when you're fighting someone else who hasn't had a fight,
Yeah. So
how much do you know about him?
I've seen some clips, and I don't know. I hope for his sake he's putting it on, because fuck me, he looks shit. He looks fucking awful. But that's what I hope. Like, I hope the uppercut. I hope that's all fake, because if he throws the uppercut against me, he's going lights out. But yeah, I'm seeing what I'm seeing, but also I know what I'm putting out isn't what people are going to see on the night. I'm only letting you see what I put on social media, what I want to see. I put out a clip the other day, and everyone went, "Oh, that's an insane clip." That's from about 3 months ago. I'm not putting out anything that is going to get my game plan given away. Put it that way.
Yeah. But it's difficult to promote a fight if you don't put out much. As well, isn't it?
But then you can be selective of what you put out.
Yeah, true that. And jumping on shows like this, jumping on,
Yeah.
I think you guys got on the map, like, having that little face off, people are keeping an eye out on you, so you're doing all the right things for sure. And listen, you're definitely doing the right things. You guys are fighting on Misfits, which is an absolute huge platform. Kieran E. Johnson, are them two fighting? No, they're not fighting. Scott Penders here is fighting on Misfits. He's doing his Misfits debut coming up in the summer. I'm hearing June, but I'm not going to say too much.
Who knows?
I'm hearing in the summer. Let's say in the summer. Let's say in the summer. And he's fighting against a social media sensation from Africa called Jesse Club.
Sensation. I won't call him a sensation. Come on, let's be real.
What should we change it to then?
It's a social media kind of guy.
Social media kind of guy.
I've been about the game. I know what I can bring views wise when I want to post.
Yeah.
Like, if people follow my Instagram, they'll see I barely post.
Yeah.
I kind of like, this is like my side hustle almost now.
Yeah. I think what it is because normally only time I ever have 3 on is when I'm doing a face off.
Yeah.
So people that's coming straight in, they're thinking, what? How come those two are fighting? Because honestly, I only ever, actually sometimes tell a lie, I do have someone in their coach. But look at this guy's skills, man. I mean, that's it. Look at that. Look at that. That's brilliant, isn't it? I need to learn that, and then I can get on Misfits.
Sticks to his head.
Yeah, sticks to his head. When's your next fight, Reggie?
It's nationals. It ain't a fight.
Oh, so it's a tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if I win that, I can go on to 4 nations.
Yeah. So were you a naughty boy? Were you always good at fighting, or were you learning to fight? Were you born to fight, or are you learning to fight?
I think learn really. None of my family had backgrounds of fights like that.
Yeah, you just like using it as a way of getting yourself out of trouble.
Right.
Yeah. That's how it started off, but now I want to take this further.
Reg.
That's brilliant.
Reggie, tell the story about what you told me about Sutton. I think they would love that one.
Yeah, tell us the story.
we'll leave that one for another time, Scott.
Oh, really? Oh, come on, man, give us a hint.
I think it's really, is that the one where Pete like got all scared and hide and stuff?
No, the one where the guy was chasing you.
Oh yeah, what's it? In Sutton, I was with my mate Leighton, and they was like some boys, and my mate they was around our age, and my mate was getting very loud to him, and we got chased around Sutton, and I'm not even joking. Me and him were just running around, and then one minute they stopped, grabbed me, and then I literally didn't know what to do in that moment, and then I'm not gonna say because I think Scott knows, but we're gonna leave that one for another time, Scott.
Yeah, put it this way,
All right,
they don't mess with him anymore.
Yeah, my mum's on this podcast, so we got to be quiet.
Usually that's people talking about their coaches in there. When their coaches in there, they act different. But when your mum's in there, that does change things. All right, a couple of quick fire questions for you both, and I'll let you guys shoot.
Yep.
So, Reg, what's your favourite punch?
I'd say my backhand.
Scott, what's your who's your hardest sparring partner?
Hardest sparring partner?
Yeah.
Archie.
Reg, would you ever do UFC?
In all honesty,
you ever go into full martial arts, or are you just going to stay in boxing only?
I was talking to my dad about it the other day, you know, and I think, you know,
it's an interesting one, isn't it?
I'd be dangerous.
Huh?
I think if I did UFC, I'd be dangerous.
Yeah. Would you consider it? Would you consider it?
I don't want to do though. I know kids who do UFC now, it's like below the head. So if it was a proper full on, then yeah, I'd be up for it.
Yeah. Scott, who's the hardest hitter you've been in with?
Hardest hitter? Andrew Henderson. And Archie.
You sure it's not Big John when he gave you the black eye?
Big Steve, yeah, he gave me a black eye.
Yeah.
He's like, Chris, you're not meant to say that. You're not meant to say that.
Here's your thing. Wear headgear, kids. Because the worst part is, and Reggie can attest to this, I didn't feel it. Remember, I was like ready to go again. I was like, I didn't have a black eye. Then all of a sudden I look in the mirror, I'm like, okay, I do.
Your
wear headgear.
Adrenaline was going at that minute.
It's just, in general, I didn't really feel, even when I've been hit hard, I don't really feel it. I kind of just fight through it. But then I know when I've hit someone hard, to let them off. When I hit Steve hard and Ricky gave me a hand and going, leave him alone, give him a rest.
Yeah.
I know.
Reggie, quick question for you. Have you ever been dropped yet?
Not yet. I think I'm the one when I fight who does the dropping most of the time.
That's the spirit. I like this kid. This kid is cool, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got a lot of confidence.
This kid is cool. He's a cool dude, isn't he? Like to see it. Like to see the confidence. Okay, Scott, question for you. What round is Jesse going down in?
1.
I can back him on that one.
Exactly. Anyone at choreograph knows, round 1 it's done. It doesn't go past
round 1 it's done. Your coach said the same thing as well.
Yeah, we all know what's going to come. He isn't ready. He isn't ready for what I'm going to bring. Like, genuinely, if he thinks I go anything like that spar, and I'll happily send that spar to anyone who wants to see it, because I was shit, but that also wasn't me.
Yeah. All right, you can send me that afterwards then. Yeah. I'll hold you to that now. I'm only joking.
I was shit.
I'm only joking. Reggie, what's your worst part of training? What do you hate doing?
I'll have to say it's the running.
Yeah, good answer. Good answer. I don't know anyone who likes running. And if you do, you're sick.
I did it the other day with Ricky. It's on my Insta. And I think I literally couldn't move for 2 days. It gets you.
I don't know anyone. If I find someone who likes doing hill sprints, then I think I'll dangle him out the window. Do you know what I mean? You're obviously sick in the head. You need to go to a correctional centre if you like hill sprints. That's just barbaric. That's just absolutely barbaric. Another question quickly for you, Reg. Your style. None of us have seen you fight. What would you say your style is? Front foot, back foot, slip movement. What are you? Puncher, counter puncher. What are you? What would you explain yourself as?
I'd say I base myself. I like Ben Whittaker. I like the way he boxes, so I try to be like him. Yeah, a little showboat.
Oh yeah.
It's sort of I could sort of like switch up. It depends. If I know I'm winning the fight, then yeah, I'll go showboat. If I know I'm getting beaten, then I have to go chin down, and I've got to look for a hard shot to try and knock him down.
Mate, bad man. Mate, you're talking a great game. Scott,
He's
what?
a hard hitter.
Yeah, mate, he's got the pizzazz, and that's half the battle. Scott, how many times can we expect to see you out this year?
I want to fight 3 times this year, but I think I will just about be able to squeeze 2 in if I fight in the summer. I personally, I want to fight as many as I can.
Yeah.
I want to fight.
So it's not a one and done for you.
No chance.
Yeah.
Like, I've been saying this since last year. I wanted to fight 4 times this year.
Yeah.
Hopefully, no. I want to still fight 3 times, but I still don't think that'll happen. I think I'll fight once in the summer or once at the end of the year.
Yeah. Would you say it's affected your time doing your ball skills?
Yeah,
so you're training to fight. Are you not able to now learn more freestyling skills to improve what you got known for in the first place?
So here's the thing with social media. You don't need the craziest skills. The ones that do the best for me. Every time I try to learn a new skill, it doesn't do well. With social media, they just want to see the craziest skills, which are actually the lowest level and easy to replicate. So I kind of come up with creative ideas, but I don't really care as much about freestyle. Boxing is my life now. It has been for the last 6 months.
Yeah. So is your freestyling done?
Not done, but I do it every now and then for a job or Instagram post. But yeah, in terms of actual wanting to compete, yeah, that's done.
Wow, that's interesting. Boxing's grabbed you, isn't it?
It took me 1 session and I was like, I'm hooked on this. I want to do this. And then from there, gone on.
Reggie, so you're 12 years old. Obviously, you're going to go in these nationals and start fighting regularly. What's going to be a good year for you? If you come out at the end of 2024, what would have been a good year for you?
I think to win my nationals and 4 nations, and sort of be set from then. Have a couple more fights after that. Win a box cup. I think that I'd be quite happy with that year.
No, that'd be a brilliant year. That'd be absolutely exceptional. That'd be absolutely exceptional, wouldn't it? Right, last question for you then, Scott, because I know it was just a quick one for you, and I don't want to take too much of your time.
Right.
Would you ever try bare knuckle boxing?
No, but I would do MMA.
You would do UFC?
I do. If Misfits did MMA, I'd happily do Misfits MMA.
Would you?
I actually started off. My first martial art I actually started trying was jiu-jitsu.
Mate, so you don't mind the idea of getting kicked?
Hey, I'm a football freestyler. A lot of people. Mate, you kick me, I kick you harder.
Mate, I can't get my leg higher than a stool that's over there, and B, the thought of getting kicked and elbows as well.
Elbows are a bit brutal, but it's what it is. But if Misfits did an MMA, I'd happily jump on it.
Really?
Yeah, because
I love
wrestling.
There's been rumours of
there has, yeah.
Misfits MMA, isn't there?
Yeah, there's been talks as well. That's all I'm gonna say with my mate Andrew. So Andrew Henderson, if there is one, watch what he does to whoever he fights. Andrew Henderson is a savage.
Really? And you think you might have some yourself?
Yeah, I've learnt from him. He had a Fame MMA fight back in 2019, which is like an influencer MMA thing. He finished at 40 seconds.
Crazy.
He then had a actual amateur bout and finished the guy within a minute.
Crazy.
He's a killer. And from being with him and training little bits with him, I picked up some MMA. I love a bit of wrestling. I love a bit of jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, crazy, mate. That's really interesting. I never had you down as but because you just put this perception in your head, I suppose. I just felt you as a boxer.
Yeah.
I just had you down as a boxer, but because me, I've had 11 fights and won belts and stuff, and I would never do MMA. It's just this is no go. Do you know what I mean?
I definitely would. If there was a Misfits MMA thing, and it's not to fight Andrew Henderson, it's to fight someone else. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Basically, put it this way, yeah, don't put me up against Andrew Henderson. I'll fight anyone else.
But maybe you could have a second fight against Jesse, regardless of result.
Oh, happily. If it was MMA, you'd be dead in 2 seconds. He wouldn't fight 1 second. I'd take him to the floor and choke him out before he even realised what was going on. MMA is a different sport. If you boxing is similar. MMA is brutal.
That 8-limb fighting. I mean, Jesus, elbows, knees, getting kicked. Nah,
literally,
man, nah.
This is something that really separates me in boxing. When we're in the clinch, he might think he's stronger than me. That's what I'm gonna say. Reggie's seen what I've done to Big Steve when we clinch.
Yeah, I'll come back to that one.
That's what I'm gonna say on that one.
He's stronger than he looks.
Last one for you, Reg. Talk us about your gym, Corey Gas. I mean, I've been there. I think it's a really lovely gym. Tell me what that gym means to you, what it's doing for you, and then I'll let you guys go because I don't want to keep you on too long. But and I'm sure what we can do is do a proper, a promo, and I'll do one after your fights or something like that. When my diary clears up in the summer. Yeah. But yeah, what does that gym mean to you, and what's it done for your life? It's interesting to hear that.
I think it's really just my life at the minute, and it's not like a West Ham or a Sporting Amigos, but it's got some talent in there.
And you basically, that gym's keeping you out of trouble. It's keeping you dedicated. Yeah. It's keeping you focused. It's keeping you mentally good. It's physically helping you.
It's helped me out in life a lot.
Yeah, unbelievable. And listen, let's be honest, Scott. If we'll be honest, it's transforming your life, boxing.
Massively. Like, if you saw me,
transforming your life.
If you even look at the shape of me when I went to Ricky, my fitness, like I went with Ash and I did like a few rounds and I was tired and stuff like that. My fitness now is unbelievable. I've never been so fit in my life.
You look really focused. I mean, I thought it was quite interesting when you jumped on the live with me last time that you was actually in the gym working out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I thought that was quite significant.
I had to put the session on pause that day to...
Yeah, but I think that's interesting. I think that put a rocket up Jesse's arse a little bit because I've seen him training a lot more on social.
Yeah.
Because I think obviously he come on, sees you training, and I think he'd admit that as well. Like, right, okay, I need to get my ass going. It puts a rocket up your arse sometimes.
Literally.
And from what I can see from you, you seem like you're dedicated. You travel, without going too deep into it, you travel to your gym quite a distance to train.
I travel at least 2 hours there, 2 hours back.
Yeah.
Sometimes if I'm lucky, an hour and a half. But it's not like, it's down the road and I can just walk there and think. I travel to my gym.
You're dedicated.
But the reason why I do is because I'm dedicated. I want to put in that work.
Yeah, dedicated. Well, thank you guys for both jumping on. I absolutely appreciate the time with you today. It's certainly not going to be the last time I see you both. I appreciate you jumping on late notice. Absolute pleasure to have you on. Reggie, you're welcome on any time as well.
Thank you.
Now you're on my radar. Just stay in touch. You can DM me or whatever anytime you want, even if you just want to just chat some fart.
Yeah.
That's me and Scott chat fart. So we can just talk anytime, and you're more than welcome to come on the show anytime. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
Absolute pleasure. Best of luck, Scott.
Thank you.
I'm bloody excited to see your fight now.
Bro. Trust me too. We just got away from
so excited. Yeah, so excited. I'm absolutely buzzing for that. So it'd be great to get you on in your fight week as well, maybe. Another face-off would be brilliant.
Yeah.
Top man. All right, thanks, guys. Have a good evening, both.
Thank you.
Take it easy, champs.
Bye.